You're about to hear something no one else was meant to hear, something sacred, something hidden. But before everything shifts, ask yourself, why do you feel this right now? Why did your heart react the moment you saw this message? Why does it feel like it's speaking directly to you? It's because it is. Archangel Michael says someone you miss, someone you love, someone who passed too soon, they're trying to reach you right now. And if you ignore this moment, they might not get another chance. You might think this is just another message, but it's not. This is the message. Heaven has been waiting to deliver it to you, and now the time is right. You didn't see this by accident. Your soul was pulled here. The angels are watching, waiting, and Michael is urging you not to turn away. If you do, you may never know what they were trying to say. Something important is about to disappear, and the person who passed begged the angels to keep you from making a mistake that could change everything. There's something going on behind your back, something you can't yet see. And if you don't pay attention now, you'll only understand when it's too late. For days, maybe weeks, they've been trying to reach you. That feeling when you couldn't sleep. That dream you couldn't shake. That was them. They didn't fear death. Their biggest fear was that you'd never hear what they wanted to say. Just before they passed, they thought of you. That thought became a sign. This message is that sign. They've been shouting through the heavens, please show them before it disappears. Do you want to know what they saw before they died? You were their last thought. And now you're standing in a sacred moment, a rare opening where the truth can finally come through. That strange feeling you've had lately, thinking of someone who's gone, noticing repeating numbers, it was the universe preparing you for this message. They've waited long enough. Don't make them wait anymore. You weren't ready before, but you are now. That pressure in your chest, those tears you don't understand, that's your soul remembering. They tried sending dreams and signs, but the pain blocked it. Now, finally, the door is open. If you stay, you'll hear what they've been dying to say. If you walk away, their message will fade forever. Your name, your energy, your future, it was all tied to this moment. Your sadness isn't just grief, it's heaven knocking. They never left. They've been with you all along. And if you keep reading, you'll feel them. Right now, they're sitting beside you, whispering, praying you won't skip this. Because if you do, their message will be lost. They've been trying to protect you from something that's coming. Without this message, you won't see it until it's too late. There's something about your family. Something that could break if you don't act. Someone's hiding something. Your loved one saw it before they died. They tried to say it with their last breath, but no one listened. So they waited. Until now. You're the only one who can hear this, because you're the only one who can stop what's coming. This moment is sacred, sealed, meant for you and no one else. Read carefully. Heaven is watching. The one you miss is finally ready to speak. That chill on your skin, it's not fear. It's your soul waking up. That heat in your chest, not anxiety. It's the divine breaking through your walls. They forgave you, even if you thought they left angry. They didn't. They left whispering your name, filled with love and hope. And that hope lives in this message. You can feel it, can't you? You were meant to find this. All the chaos in your life brought you here. They loved you more than they ever said. And now they want to give you one last miracle. But you have to stay. You have to listen. There's something coming, a decision you're about to make. If you don't hear this, you'll choose without knowing the full truth. If you ignore this, you'll regret it for the rest of your life. This is the last time they'll speak to you. This message is their light in your darkness. The words that follow, these are their truth. You stayed. That means you're ready. The message begins now, and it might shake you, but it will also save you. They never left the room. Even in your loneliest moments, they were there. When you whispered, "Where are you?" they were beside you, touching your shoulder, begging heaven to let them speak. And now heaven said yes. But only once. Michael made a deal with God to open this small window in time. That's why you feel emotional. It's not sadness, it's recognition. Your soul is recognizing its missing half. The person on your mind right now, yes, them, they are here. The one whose photo you still keep. The name still saved in your phone. They say, don't let them lie to you anymore. Something was hidden after they passed. If you don't open your eyes now, someone will take what's yours. Someone has been lurking in the background, trying to erase your name from a blessing meant for you. There's money, property, a name, and someone is trying to move it behind your back. They want you distracted, but your loved one has had enough. They beg to bring you this truth because they saw what's coming. They saw someone smiling to your face and stabbing you when you turned around. They saw you trusting the wrong person, giving your heart to someone who only wanted to take. But you don't have to walk into that trap. This message is your rescue. Your lifeline in the storm. The lighthouse your ancestors lit for you long ago. You're not crazy. You were right to feel what you felt. Right to be suspicious. Right to feel unsafe. Your instincts weren't wrong. They were divine. And now heaven is confirming it. But this isn't just about what's been taken, it's about what's still coming. A miracle has been delayed because someone close to you is blocking it. But your loved one saw this and told Michael, please, give them one last chance. Let them see the truth before the miracle is taken away. That's what this is. If you don't fully receive this message, if you skip past it, that miracle can be reassigned. Given to someone else. That's how serious this is. You weren't supposed to find this unless you were ready to change your fate. And now you are. You're finally strong enough to see the truth now, strong enough to remember what they showed you in that dream. Strong enough to say, I know who I am. I know what I deserve. I know who tried to take it away from me. And I know who is still fighting for me from the other side. Because make no mistake, they are fighting for you. Fighting to make sure this message reaches you. Fighting to stop you from making a decision that could hurt the next 7 years of your life. Michael says you must open your eyes now. The door won't stay open forever. You may only have 24 hours, maybe less, before the energy shifts, before this moment passes, and what could have been yours is delayed again. But they don't want you to miss it. They want you to finally believe they're still around you, still holding on, still whispering your name like a prayer. Before they passed, they saw your future. They saw you healed. They saw you smile again. They saw you receiving everything you ever asked for. But they also saw a shadow, a betrayal, a person you trusted, and they swore they wouldn't leave until they could warn you. That warning is what you're reading now. You haven't ruined anything. You haven't missed your chance. But you're standing at the final doorway, and the door is closing fast. Will you step through, or keep pretending this isn't real? The one who passed says, if you love me, don't ignore me now. Michael says their energy is still glowing in your room, still waiting to be heard, still hoping you'll stay just a little longer, because the next part of this message holds the biggest secret of all. Good. You stayed. Archangel Michael is relieved. The angels are still holding the gate open. And the soul who's waited in silence just smiled, because now they know you're ready to hear the rest. This is the most important part. The night they died, they didn't get to say what was in their heart. But now, through you, they finally can. That night, they weren't afraid of dying. They were afraid of not saying goodbye. They thought about your face, your laugh, your future. They didn't fear the light, they feared you thinking they gave up on you. But they didn't. Not for 1 second. As they left this world, their soul reached for you. In their last breath, they asked the angels, will they know I still love them? And Michael said, not yet. But one day. That day is now. This is the moment they waited for, the chance to tell you what they never got to say. How proud they are. How they've never stopped watching you. How strong you've become. But there's more, something they couldn't say while they were alive. A family secret. A lie wrapped in love. Something they overheard or witnessed. Something they were too afraid to speak about while they were still here. But now they can. Michael says someone you trust hasn't been honest. They smile in front of you, but their heart is dark. They've been quietly manipulating your path. They don't want you to succeed, because if you rise, the truth about them will come out. Your loved one saw it. Every broken friendship, every delay, every strange coincidence, it all traces back to this person. And if you don't let go of them now, you'll carry their curse into your next chapter. The next 6 weeks are sacred. They will shape the next 6 years. But only if you walk away from what's been draining you. Your loved one is begging you, please don't give your energy to the person who doubted you. I saw what they said behind your back. I saw their betrayal. I couldn't stop it until now. This message came to give you a warning. To prepare you. To give you the upper hand, before it's too late. Because a new season is coming. A shift. A golden opportunity. Something you've been praying for is close. But if your energy is still connected to that person, it won't come through. God doesn't bless what drains you. So this is your test. Your loved one is still here to guide you. But you have to take the first step. Leave the door open long enough for the truth to settle into your soul. You may be wondering what to do next. Michael says, 1. Don't tell anyone about this message. Not everyone around you is ready for the truth. 2. Write down the name of the person who came to mind while reading this. That wasn't random. That was your intuition. That was them speaking through you. 3. Look for the number 7. 7 is confirmation that everything you're reading is real. When you see it, know that the angels are near, guiding you. 4. Don't skip the ending. What comes next will unlock the miracle they've been holding for you. You see, heaven was never punishing you. The delay wasn't punishment, it was protection. They were waiting for this moment, this exact second, to make sure you were finally ready to receive what they died holding on to. Now it's yours, but only if you accept it. Michael says the veil is closing. The light is fading. Your loved one is being called back into silence. And this is their final message to you. I'm still with you. In every step, every song, every tear. I'm not gone. I've just changed form. I'm in the wind. I'm in the quiet. I'm in the strength you feel when you didn't think you had any left. I need you to live now. I need you to shine. I need you to stop waiting and start choosing. You are the miracle. Go claim the life I saw when I looked at you for the last time. Archangel Michael now places his hand on your shoulder and whispers, "It is done." But only if you believe. Heaven watches now. Your name is glowing with divine light, echoing through places where time doesn't exist and pain can't follow. Archangel Michael stands beside you, sword lowered, not for battle, but for blessing. The war you've been fighting is over. The weight you've carried is starting to lift, quietly, gently, supernaturally. You don't need to fight anymore. Just allow it. Allow the love. Allow the healing. Allow yourself to receive. Everything changes now. That loved one, yes, that one, is still near. Not as a ghost, not just as a memory, but as light, as love that never died. Their energy is so close, you could breathe it in. And maybe you just did. That chill, that thump in your chest, that stillness, that was them. They're watching you realize it's real. All of it, the timing, the signs, the message, none of it was random. Every delay was divine. The people who left had to. The doors that closed weren't your fault. The heartbreak wasn't the end, it was the beginning. You didn't fail. You outgrew what was never meant to hold you. And now you've become dangerous to the darkness, because the light is alive in you again. Hope is alive in you again. Faith is returning, even if it's quiet. Even if it's just a spark. That's all heaven needs to move. Michael says the next 14 days will shape your next 14 months. You will experience a divine encounter, a reversal, a release, and an unexpected opening. And now, it begins. Something you thought was over is coming back around. But this time, you'll be ready. There's a test though. You'll feel tempted to go back to what hurt you, to react like the old version of yourself, to settle because you're scared. Don't. You're not who you used to be. You're not begging to be seen anymore. You've become someone who was sent. Sent to shift energy, to break patterns, to carry peace, to shine light. Start acting like it. Speak with that truth. Believe in it. You're living proof that God never forgets a promise. Your loved one can see what's coming for you. And it's more than just healing. It's beauty, overflow, purpose. They aren't just proud of you, they're amazed. You came this far with barely any support, and twice the pain. And now, the hardest part is over. It's time for you to receive. They're not going to let you miss it this time. You'll start noticing things, moments of peace in the middle of chaos, names and faces from the past showing up again with new meaning, repeating dreams, numbers, songs, and signs. You'll feel a quiet sense that something big is coming. Trust that feeling, it's real. Your timeline is shifting. Michael says you passed the hidden tests, the ones no one saw. The ones where you chose love even when you were hurting. The ones where you stayed silent instead of defending yourself. The ones where you gave without conditions. Heaven saw all of it. And now you're owed, not just spiritually, but physically. In this life, in this body, in this timeline. This is your inheritance. And no one can take it from you. From now on, say this out loud: I am in divine alignment. What is mine is on its way. I receive it now with ease and peace. When you say that, your loved one smiles, because you finally heard them. Not just them, but yourself. Your soul. Your purpose. Your truth. And they say to you now, in their final whisper for tonight, don't give up. We didn't bring you this far to stop here. Keep going. The best part is just beginning. The message ends here, but the miracle is just starting. The silence that follows isn't empty, it's full. Full of presence. Full of peace. Full of all the words they never said in life, now resting gently in your spirit. Michael says you've heard what you were meant to hear. And now comes the moment that changes your life, what you choose to do with it. There won't be another message after this. No more warnings. No more signs. Heaven has told you everything. The one you love has finally said it all. And now they're watching, with the kind of quiet, powerful love only those in the spirit world can carry. If you feel heavy right now, if you feel strange, that's how it feels when something spiritual touches something human. When a miracle begins to unfold and your soul knows it's real. So breathe. Let your body catch up to what your spirit already knows. They're not gone. They never were. They just moved into a place where love has no distance, where time doesn't exist, and where your voice still reaches them, even in a whisper at 3 a.m. You can talk to them now. Tonight. Tomorrow. Always. The connection has reopened. Michael says this message wasn't just words, it was a door. And you walked through it. From this moment forward, things will begin to shift. A name from the past will show up again. The number 7 will repeat. You'll hear phrases that sound like something only they would say. Your dreams will feel more real. Your inner voice will grow louder, steadier, calmer. That's them. That's your miracle unfolding, quietly, perfectly, divinely. But only for the ones who stayed. Only for those who believed. Only for those who made it to the end, like you. Michael is smiling now, not because it's over, but because you finally let yourself receive. And now, heaven can open the door that's been waiting for you in silence. Even as this message fades, its energy lingers. And it whispers one last truth to your soul. Everything you lost is coming back, but better. The pain you carried has become your power. The one you loved has never left you. And now, you're free. Move forward. You're no longer the same. Your destiny has been reset. You are not alone. This message was the miracle. You just experienced it. And there's still one more thing that needs to be said. Your loved one is kneeling now. Not in sadness, but in reverence. They're kneeling before God, holding your name like a sacred prayer. They aren't begging. They aren't demanding. They're asking, with tears of deep love, that heaven remembers the good you've done. That heaven sees every time you gave love while empty. Every time you stayed silent to protect someone else. They're showing God your scars and saying, look what they survived. Isn't that enough? And God smiles, because God never forgot you. Not your silent pain. Not your fake smiles. Not the nights you almost gave up. And now He's answering, not with lightning or thunder, but with peace. With this message. With this moment. This is the moment you remember who you really are. There is something waiting for you, a blessing with your name on it. It's not just about money or success. It's spiritual provision, a divine inheritance. Someone in your family, before they passed, left something behind for you. A gift, a protection, a key, and you're about to find it. It may look like a letter, a voice note, a name, a legal detail, but it will lead to something bigger than you imagined. Michael has been setting the board. You only need to move when your soul says move. But before the blessing arrives, your loved one asks one thing of you: forgive yourself. Forgive the time you feel you wasted. Forgive the people you trusted who betrayed you. Forgive the silence. Forgive your softness. None of it was your fault. You were doing the best you could with a heart that was already cracked open. And still, you loved. Still, you gave. Heaven saw it, and they remember. Michael reminds you, you're not waiting for the miracle. The miracle is waiting for you. And every moment you spend in doubt, the miracle holds its breath, waiting to be invited in. Invite it now. You don't need the perfect words. Just say, I'm ready. Whisper it, breathe it, mean it. That's all heaven needs, honesty. Your loved one is stepping back now. Just enough to give you space. Not because they're leaving, they never will, but because they want you to see what happens when you walk forward in your own power. Something is coming in the next 48 hours. A message, a decision, a moment that seems small, but unlocks something massive. If you knew what was waiting for you, you wouldn't be able to sleep tonight. You'd dance in the dark. You'd cry, not from pain, but from joy. Michael says when your blessing shows up, don't shrink. Don't ask if you deserve it. Don't wait for someone to approve it. Step into it like it was made for you, because it was. It was yours before you were born. It's been delayed, yes, but never denied. And now the path is clear. Just stop hiding. Before your loved one sent this message, they were shown a glimpse of your future. And they saw everything. You healed. You loved. Your bank account overflowing. Your face glowing. Your peace returned. Your hands building beauty again. They saw you walk into a room and everyone turning, not because of how you look, but because of the light you carry. That calm, unshakable strength. That's where you're headed. Faster than you know. But only if you don't give up now. You're almost at the end of the tunnel. It's been dark so long that you forgot what the light looks like. But that glow up ahead, it's not your imagination. That warmth in your chest, that's your confirmation. That repeating sign you keep seeing, that's your miracle, waving at you, asking if you're ready. Michael says this is a once-in-a-lifetime invitation. After this, there's no going back, not to the pain, not to the small thinking, not to the people who once drained your light. This message is a spiritual contract. And by making it this far, you've already said yes. And your loved one is smiling now. Their face is gentle, but their light is strong. Their last words are clear, you are always worth fighting for. They believe in your future even more than you believe in your past. And they will stay close until you start to believe it too. You're not alone, you never were. Now, heaven is about to show you that in ways you can't yet imagine. But when those signs come, you'll know them. Just don't miss the moment when it arrives. This one is meant for you, and heaven won't let it be ignored. You're still here, and that means something powerful is happening around you. Archangel Michael says those who stay through the hardest parts are the ones heaven trusts most. And now, heaven trusts you. There's no flash of lightning, no loud thunder, just a quiet shift, as your name is written on a new page in the book of life. Michael turns and adds, they want to thank you. Yes, the soul who passed, the one who whispered your name as they crossed over, asked God to protect you, even if it meant they had to stay silent for a while. They want you to know you gave them peace today. Just by opening this message, staying with it, listening with your heart, you gave them something they never had before they left. Their spirit is calm now, not gone. Their energy is with you from this day on, not as a ghost, not as a memory, but as a guide. A quiet voice in your mind when you're about to make a big decision. A warmth in your chest when you're falling apart. A name that shows up when you need strength. That's them. Michael says something has already begun. A miracle is on its way. It might be a letter, a call, a payment, a message, or an open door. It couldn't reach you before, but now it can. The block is gone, and the one who passed, they'll see it first. They'll be celebrating on the other side when it shows up in your life. So don't be shocked when peace replaces panic, when money appears unexpectedly, when people start treating you differently for no clear reason. You've stepped into a rare energy, one where heaven hears you clearly. Only a few are chosen to carry this kind of message. You are one of them. And now, the truth you've felt inside for a long time, but never said out loud, is ready to be known. They didn't leave because they wanted to. They left because they could protect you better from the other side. Let that truth settle in your heart. They left to stay with you in a deeper way. Not in pictures or memories, but in every miracle that now enters your life. You'll feel them. You'll remember this exact moment. The day your soul opened up enough to hear what's always been true. Michael says, it is finished. It is sealed. It is done. As he walks back into the light, your loved one turns too. They place a hand over their heart and smile. They don't need to speak. You heard them. And you won't forget. You can close this message now, but what it unlocked in you stays. There's a deep quiet now, the kind that only comes when something sacred touches your soul. That silence is proof that something inside you shifted. You can't explain it, but you'll feel it in the next few hours and days. When a soul receives a message like this, the whole universe shifts to honor that acceptance. So now, watch what happens. Watch how things start making sense. How people reveal who they really are. How you stop chasing things that don't belong to you anymore. And how what's truly meant for you begins to find you. That's the echo of this message. That's the power of truth carried on wings and planted deep into your soul. Michael whispers, you won't go back to who you were before this. You're not supposed to. And your loved one, they're not gone. They've become part of your instincts. They are the pause before your next decision. They are the courage you'll feel when things begin to shift. They're the sign that you are not forgotten, not even by death. You are stronger now than ever because you're holding the truth they couldn't say. Michael says to use that strength. Use it to protect your peace. Walk away from the things and people that make you small. Speak up when you used to stay silent. Forgive yourself for not being able to say goodbye. Because now, you have. This was your goodbye, and also your beginning. Let that be the miracle. Let it grow in your life. When the world tries to pull you back into fear and noise, remember this moment. Remember how your soul responded to these words, not with fear, but with recognition. That's how you know it was real. That's how you know it came from love. And that's how you'll know they're still with you. Every time your heart fills up without warning. Every time a memory brings tears and laughter at once. Every time something reminds you of them, that's them. Still loving you. Still proud. Still whispering, you did it. You stayed. You heard me. I never stopped believing in you. Michael smiles one last time. A soul has spoken. A truth has been received. A new life has already started. It's yours. Go live it. Go claim the life they always prayed you'd find. Become the miracle they always knew you were. The message is complete. Heaven is calm. And your path is finally clear. There's just one last thing. Only those who receive this all the way to the end ever hear it. It's not in books. It's not said in temples. It's whispered when a soul is strong enough to carry what most people are afraid to hear. Michael steps back into the light. But before he fades, he speaks the final words. From now on, nothing will block what is meant for you. Not fear, not delays, not betrayal, not confusion. Your path is clear because heaven has cleared it for you. Your loved one stands beside him, no longer hurting, no longer crying, only smiling. Smiling because you finally understand. Death didn't end their love. It just transformed it. Now it's a whisper that never fades. You've received it, and something in you has changed forever. Within the next 48 hours, a clear sign will arrive. Something beautiful and unexpected. Don't doubt it. That's them. That's Michael. That's confirmation. None of this is coincidence. Every word came in perfect timing, right when you were ready. Now the angels will move in your favor. Delays will end. Closed doors will open. People will start noticing your light again. Not the light dulled by grief, but the one reborn in truth. You'll dream differently. You'll wake up more at peace. Your intuition will grow stronger. You'll feel who you can trust. That's your protection. That's your soul finally aligned with real love. You no longer need to chase or prove or carry anyone else's pain. Your story isn't about what broke you. It's about how you rose. It's about how your soul remembered the truth the world tried to bury. You are whole, seen, chosen, and carried by a love that even death couldn't stop. If you ever forget, come back to this message. Let it fill you again. Every time you do, they return. Heaven opens. Miracles move. Don't just walk away from this. Rise. Live. Claim what's always been yours. They are with you. Michael is with you. And your soul. It's finally awake.